Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 2022 MMA Global Indonesia Modern Marketing Talk. My name is Astiasha, and it is an honor to be your host for the event. And it is just so amazing to see everyone finally to be seated in a room full of people. That's just amazing after 2 years. As you might know, this is the first after 2 years that MMA Global Indonesia is hosting another on-site event. So it is amazing, and it's so good to see all of the familiar faces as well. And not just only that, you are the first ones privy to the first series of Modern Marketing Talk by MMA Global Indonesia. Can we have a round of applause for today's event and for all of you and our distinguished speakers today? Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as we know, Indonesia is in the midst of a rapid adoption of digital technologies, which means there is a need for businesses to pick up new solutions in order to cater to the ever-evolving consumer landscape. Now, MMA Global Indonesia, as an association that brings together the advertising and marketing ecosystem, has initiated this series to keep the industry ahead of the digital transformation. Together with our industry experts, we look into every single aspect of digital transformation and discover best practices for the market to take advantage of this growing landscape. Now, first of all, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our partners, of course, to our presenting partners, TikTok, Google, and Grab Ads, to our program partners, the Trade Desk and Integral Ad Science, and of course, our media partners, Kompas.com, Kompas.id, Metro TV, Media Indonesia, Medcom.id, Cityvision, Tribunnews.com, Kapanlagi.com, Merdeka.com, Liputan 6, Berita1.com, and Investor Daily Indonesia. And of course, we would also like to thank all of our distinguished speakers for today from Google, TikTok, Grab Ads, Connecting the Dots, KG Media, Mindshare, HM Sampurna, Integral Ad Science, The Trade Desk, Gojek, Telkomsel, Smartfriend, Griffy, CIMB Niaga, OMG, Mayora Group, Twitter, Multi Bintang Indonesia, and IDN Media for their support, of course, in making this event happen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today our esteemed speakers will share their valuable insights on how marketers and agencies could build a well-rounded marketing campaign strategy. And I'm sure that we are looking forward to learning more from all of our distinguished speakers. And before we start the day, we would also like to invite on stage, as the MMA Indonesia country head and board member, the very beautiful Miss Shanti Tolani. And after that, we'll also have the managing director of MMA Apac and board member, Mr. Rohit Dadwal, to open the event with their opening speech. So ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Miss Shanti Tolani.
Test. Okay, perfect. My glasses. Firstly, thank you, Asti, for welcoming us all to this beautiful event so wonderfully. Terima kasih. Selamat pagi semuanya. Terima kasih untuk kehadiran teman-teman sekalian dan telah meluangkan waktu untuk menghadiri di acara Modern Marketing Talk pagi hari ini. Thank you. As Asti mentioned, a lot of familiar faces, but also a lot of new faces. So happy to see everyone here. She's right. This is our first offline event after over 2 years of virtual ones. Believe me, that was challenging even for us at MMA. Our initiatives to shape the future in marketing and advertising has led to the creation of this particular event called as the Modern Marketing Talk, which is the latest that we've included in our capability building series, because we do have several initiatives in a year. We have our forums, our summits, conferences, education programs, workshops, industry awards, reports, white papers, believe me. We do a lot in a year. But our main idea is to get industry thought leaders and experts to come together to share with us, their expertise, their experiences, their challenges, their opportunities, success stories, and case studies, because I think we can learn a lot from each other, and an event like this just brings that out for each one of us from different verticals and different parts of the industry. And I would like to thank all of the speakers who are here today. Some of them have flown in from out of Indonesia. So terima kasih. Really, really appreciate your time and dedication. And to all of our speakers, even who've been engaging with us since the past couple of weeks, especially because we're in the midst of a rise in COVID situation. So thank you for your dedication and your time. But allow me to share a little bit of light on a few aspects while taking into consideration the global situation we are in. Yes, although the seeds of change in digital marketing and advertising were planted prior to the pandemic, it would be fair to say that the lockdown brought about a tectonic shift that transformed the digital landscape in lightning speed, especially here in Indonesia. And even though the impact of COVID-19 can be felt across industries and domains, the marketing and advertising organizations experienced a complete convergence with technology, creativity, collaborations, and communication. So it is now up to the industry professionals to leverage the full potential of this dynamic change. And yes, surely there's surely unpredictability within this space due to, for example, the impact of inflation, because of the war, even B20 being held in Indonesia, hosting it this year, which is a very proud thing for us, the national elections, the pre-preparations on that, and many other factors that could influence our industry. But again, change is inevitable, and I think everything that comes along does bring about doors of new opportunities, windows of the mind and the heart. So I think moving into the rest of 2022 and following into 2023, it is important to look ahead with optimism, but yet also with a bit of caution. We are fortunate, actually, that Indonesia is armed with an ever-increasing internet-savvy, mobile-first population. It is also a nation with more than 178 million smartphone users, most of whom are millennials and Gen Zs who actively use social media to express themselves. They shop more on mobile apps. They embrace the mobile payments so naturally. And Indonesia's internet penetration is definitely, surely, a continuous upward trend. We have seen an increase by 2.1 million between 2021 and 2022. The growing number of smartphone users and availability of low-priced mobile data is actually why the digital economy in Indonesia is booming so rapidly. According to Data AI State of Mobile 2023 report, which is also part of the MMA Global Indonesia Industry Report releasing today, there are 7.3 billion new app downloads in Indonesia from 2021 counting into this year as well. A report by McKinsey indicated that 60% of consumers will continue to utilize online channels to make their purchases. Of course, with the market opening up, offline purchases are now booming again, but I think that the trend is now offline and online both. So what does this mean for us as an industry? Accelerated digitization also means that it is important for us to learn and master the art of blending in conventional and modern marketing in a way that it fits perfectly into your organizational overall puzzle. With consumer behavior and expectations changing drastically, president, directors, and CEOs are personally now paying closer attention to the needs of their consumers, not just to stay ahead of the curve, but to bring in the newness of the tools and technologies, having a futuristic thought, and blending and merging that into the traditionally successful, mind you, ways of how they do their business within their industries. At MMA Global Indonesia, we are committed to providing a nuanced perspective on the evolution and fundamental changes in our industry. We believe that as a neutral industry body, along with the board of directors that we have, the members that we have, the partners like all of you, and everybody who's part of the MMA family, we are positively shaping the future of marketing and advertising, especially here in Indonesia. So before I end my part, I would like to thank all of you once again for being here with us. I would like to thank the speakers once again for being part of MMA. I would like to sincerely, wholeheartedly thank my wonderful team, Melissa, Arif, Amita, Andre, Ray, Beth, and Irfan. Thank you for your dedication and your brilliant efforts in making this event so fabulous. Terima kasih to the Ritz-Carlton team, our event partners, the production teams, multimedia teams, show director, documentation, security. We have so many people working on this project. I know I'm a tough nut, and I know I want everything detailed and in close to perfection. Thank you for making that happen, and thank you for all of this. And last but never the least, I'd like to also welcome and thank our MMA Managing Director, Rohit Dadwal, for being here with us today. He's here from Singapore, actually from India, then Singapore, then Indonesia. But it's been over 2 years since his last visit, so we are very, very happy to welcome him here. So the stage is all yours, Pak Rohit. Terima kasih. Thank you. Terima kasih sekali lagi. Selamat pagi and have an insightful day.
Thank you.